Ms. Weaver, you ready, ma'am?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Okay, all right. All right, folks, just give me 1 second. All right, we're going to go on the record at this point in time. Good morning, council's interested parties. We're here on the record in the matter of the state of Georgia versus Garrett Davis in 12 SC 112772. This is a motion for new trial. Let me go ahead and first identify everyone for purposes of record. We have for the state, Ms. Juliana Sleeper. For the defendant, Ms. Christina Kempter. I'll note for purposes of the record that we are holding these proceedings via the video teleconferencing platform called Zoom, and the proceedings are currently live streamed to YouTube. Mr. Davis is in fact with us via Zoom from remotely at Smith State Prison. Ms. Kempter, do you have any objections in us proceeding forward in this particular matter, given that we're still kind of at the, well, it depends on who you ask, the tail end or just another phase of the global pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19, its variants. Madam, do you have any objection?
I do not, Judge. Good morning.
Okay, bye. Good morning. Okay, all right, let me go ahead and just kind of, I want to talk with you all just a little bit. And good morning, Mr. Shard. I see you on the platform as well. I need to account for some other people. My staff is Ms. Amana and Ms. Roberts. Who is Ms. Sessions and who is Ms. Robinette? Are you all from the Department of Corrections?
Robinette is his mother.
All right, madam, you have to turn on your camera if you're going to be a part.
Okay, let me do that.
Ms. Sessions, madam?
I'm his mother. Ms. Sessions, Brenda Sessions is his grandmother. I'm not sure if she can turn it on because I know she might be streaming from her phone.
All right, Ms. Sessions, can you hear me? All right, well, we will account for her. That is fine under the circumstances. All right, let me just kind of tell you where I am at this point in time. There is a motion for new trial that was filed on the 10th of January of 2014 from the trial of this case that was on December the 19th of 2013. Thereafter, and that was filed by trial counsel Mr. Max Sharp. Secondly, on February the 7th of 2014, Mr. Davis filed a pro se motion for new trial. Thereafter, on the 7th of April 2014, Mr. Davis also filed a amended pending motion for new trial. Thereafter, Veronica O'Grady, who was appellate counsel at that point in time, filed an amended motion for new trial, and that was filed and received by the clerk's office on 9/16/2019. The next filing that the clerk shows is a second amended motion for new trial, and that was filed by Ms. O'Grady on the 3rd of April of 2020. Thereafter, a supplemental amended motion for new trial was filed on June the 30th of 2021, and that was filed by Ms. Christina Kempter. Thereafter, on December the 10th of 2021, Mr. Davis filed a pro se amended motion for new trial. The last time that we were here in court, I asked Ms. Kempter and Ms. Sleeper as well, but Ms. Kempter to begin with, given that because we identified this last pro se filing, and since Ms. Kempter was in fact representing Mr. Davis at that point in time, that she should have some additional time to either to discuss this with Mr. Davis and to either adopt or amend her particular motion for new trial. At this point in time, Ms. Kempter, did you have the opportunity both to talk with Mr. Davis about that and also to file any responsive pleadings as a result of that conversation?
Yes, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Davis shortly after that, went over everything that he had filed, discussed it with him, and there wasn't anything that I needed to add to my amended motion for new trial based on what he filed. We discussed everything that any issues or concerns that he had.
Okay, I would like you to file a responsive pleading, basically saying that particular issue, or I had hoped that you would have done it already, but I'm going to ask that you do that formally so that the record is clear, and also that you reallege all the grounds that you are asking the court to rule upon. I'd like you to do that within the next 30 days. In fact, I'll give you till the 1st of May to do that. Ms. Sleeper, I know that you wanted also the opportunity to file a response based upon that particular issue. So can I give you till the 1st of June to file a appropriate response, madam?
Yes, Your Honor. If I understand correctly, Ms. Kempter is not adding anything additional to the current claims. So
Yeah, but I want that, but the record should be reflective of, since Mr. Davis filed his pro se pleading while she's representing him, I want to make sure that that is adequately dealt with and it's recorded for purposes of the record via pleading.
yes, Your Honor. So 30 days is sufficient.
Okay, and then Ms. Sleeper, I'd like the state to file a response, a
Yes,
formal
Your Honor.
response to the motion for neutral, for the motions that have been filed. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Shard, let me go ahead and do this. Given that timeline, folks, I'm looking at my calendar. How is 22 June for you all? That would be a Wednesday.
Is that directed to me, Judge?
No,
I'm sorry. Everything.
No, Mr. Shard, I just want to find out whether or not you will be available to check your calendar as well. But yes, that is directed to you as well. You
Okay.
as well as trial counsel.
If I may have a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Judge Glanville,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I just sent you a direct message.
I see that.
Okay.
Do we have anyone on from the Department of Corrections?
Ms. Robinson was on earlier, Judge. I can reach back out to her and get.
Can you reach out to Ms. Robinson as we are kind of just mulling right here? Ask her if that would be the 22nd of June, 9 a.m. Let's say 9:30 would work for them.
Judge,
Yes.
I believe on the 22nd, I'm going to be out of my family is long story, but there's a spreading of ashes in Massachusetts. So I
Okay.
believe I'm going to be there that week. If it's going to be on Zoom, I could make myself available for that time period. I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. I can make
Yes.
myself available.
Yeah, it will be via Zoom, and I would be okay if trial and defense counsel are okay with that, with your appearance by Zoom. That'd be fine with me. Ms. Kempter and Ms. Sleeper, are you ladies? Are you otherwise good for 22 June?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, my schedule's clear for that date. I do want to apologize to the court, Your Honor. I misunderstood the instructions of the court last time we were here. I assumed I only had to file something if I was adopting Mr. Garrett's motions, but since I wasn't, I didn't file any kind of amendment. But now that I understand the court's instructions clearly.
And I didn't make that clear either, madam, but I was hoping that you would file one. But, you know, as we say in the military, hope's not a strategy. I should have just directed you to file one. That'd been it. But yes, for purposes of clarity in the record, and if it were to go up or when it goes up, at least the appellate court can kind of determine that, and it won't be a gap.
I understand. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, may I chime in one more thing about scheduling? I just
Yes.
want to make Your Honor aware. Looking at my schedule on the 22nd, coincidentally, I'm scheduled to testify at a habeas, I believe, and I'm going to be doing that via Zoom as well. But I believe that is at 9:30. I just wanted to bring that to the court's attention.
I tell you what, let's just make it 1 o'clock then. Ms. Francis, just go ahead and make sure we change the time, or if you're reached out to Ms. Robinson, let her know.
Yes, Judge.
While we're waiting, I'm just going to put myself on mute and turn my camera off. Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Francis.
So I spoke to Ms. Robinson. Unfortunately, she's not able to look at the calendar right now because she's driving. But she said, go ahead and submit the video hearing request. And if anything comes up, she'll inform us when she's.
Okay, all right. So if we need to adjust or shift, we'll do so.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, folks. Anything else I need to take up at this point in time?
Not from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, anything from the government?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Davis, your attorney, Ms. Kempter, we're just going to go ahead and get those housekeeping matters taken care of, and then I will go ahead and hear the matter on the 22nd of June at 1 o'clock via Zoom. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Unless there's anything else, health lessons and safety to all of you. Take care. All right.
Thank you, Judge. You
Yes,
too.
sir.
Okay, Miss Amani, you can take us off YouTube, please, madam.